Welcome back to another episode of the Self-Discovery Show, where I want to talk to you about becoming your full self, about becoming the way in which you've always been able to be, about finding the answers inside. Now, statistically, 2/3 of us, 66% of us, have suffered from some kind of traumatic experience, some kind of childhood trauma in our young lives. And this stuff, without even knowing it, could be drastically holding you back. It could be stopping you from accessing and becoming and being your full self. Childhood trauma completely Fs you. It ruins your sense of self. Emotion, intuition, intellect, verbal dialects, your ability to have relationships, career opportunities, look after yourself. It all just gets chucked out the window because of experiences that happened to you 5, 10, 15, 25 years ago. Childhood trauma is a life sentence for a crime you didn't commit. And by rewriting your story, by changing your identity narrative, by re-referencing your own self, it can all become different for you as you start to access different parts of who you are, as you start to remember things that you've probably completely forgotten about. You will find these answers inside, and it's a form of psychological change that I wish years ago somebody was talking down a camera to me and was saying, Rob, write out your story. You can change that stuff that's inside. You can get that stuff that's stuck out your body. Childhood trauma acts like a weight, like an anchor in your body, and it stops you from being who you are and using your emotions and having a normal life like other people. You just want to act out, or you want to get lost, or you don't want to pay attention, or whatever it is, but that stuff can be removed from your body. You can transform your trauma and change who you are. Now, if you change the stuff on the inside, everything on the outside will become different for you. I promise. The world outside isn't as real as we think it is. This self-transformation, this rejection of the way you once were, and changing your identity, it's possible, it's a lot of work, but it changes everything for you. The world around you will become completely different if you can just write out your story. Instead of saying, well, I'm Rob and I'm making this video and I've got no hair, I say, no, I, Rob, am a leader. I am a fighter. I love what I do. Those two things are both who I am. But notice the difference in context. Notice the difference in my emotions when I say it. Which one do you think I tell myself? Which one do you think I wrote out when I changed my narrative less than a year ago? And now here I am making this video, doing something I never could have believed, loving what I'm doing. And I want the same for you. It is so real. Psychological change goes beyond what most of us can imagine, because most of us, once our reality gets distorted or we build a persona when we're young, then we just kind of live in that space. We don't think the world around us can become so different that we won't even recognize reality anymore. But that's exactly what can happen. That's exactly how it works. When you get inside of this stuff, when you get these traumatic experiences out your body, probably things you've forgotten about or things you haven't referenced for years, but the emotion that's attached to that is still in your body, and it will just be a dead weight on who you are, a dead weight on your intuition, a dead weight on your emotions, a dead weight on your entire existence because of something that was completely out of your control, something that people might not even thought was happening, something maybe you didn't have the courage to say something, maybe there's something you wanted, you didn't get it. Could be anything. Rewriting your story will change everything for you. You might be like me and not have had agency, the ability to act freely, as in I am my own human being and I can make my own choices because I am my own person. That isn't built into who we are. That can be taken from you because of things that happen to you. And by writing this stuff out, by changing your narrative, it will change it all for you. You can, in the words of Carl Rogers, become a person. You can act independently and effectively to control your own life. That is the power of telling your story. That is what it means to change your identity. It might be something you need, or something you do, or something you just have to have a part of your life that you think, well, that's just who I am. It can all become different for you. It can all become something you can't even imagine. You can't even imagine. Human change goes beyond what most of us can imagine. This space here, can all become different. The space all around you, as you look left and look right. That's why you should rewrite your story. That's why you should redefine who you are. It changes your reality for you.